What's up, guys? It's Record Jones here, and today I am doing a first on my channel. This is a coaster review, sorry about the volume, regarding the wooden coaster of Michigan's Adventure. The best coaster at Michigan's Adventure. Shivering Timbers at Michigan's Adventure. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm going to give it in 8 categories, which are duration, speed, height, smoothness, drop, intensity, airtime, and theming. Those are the 8 categories, and then at the end I will give it a overall rating. All the credit of this idea goes to Coaster Studios. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, and you like coasters, go check out his channel. He is the best at what he does, and he is amazing. So all credit goes to this guy for doing it. So yeah, guys, this is the official review of Record Jones on Shivering Timbers. The first category we have is the duration, and by duration I do not mean the actual track length. What I mean is the time of the ride. How long will you be situated on the Shivering Timbers? And the total time is 2.5 minutes exactly. So we're going to give it an 8. That is a pretty long roller coaster, if you did not know. Yeah, it's just a pretty long coaster for considering what's happening. Next up is the speed, and Shivering Timbers goes approximately 57 miles per hour, so we're going to give it a 5. It's not too fast, but for what this ride has, speed, it doesn't really mean a lot for this ride. Next up, we have the height, and Shivering Timbers tops off at 122 feet, so we are going to give it another 5. It's not incredibly tall, but you know, it's not short. It's a fairly tall ride. Next up is the smoothness of this ride, and Shivering Timbers gets a 5. Considering that it's a wooden coaster, I mean, I would say for a wooden coaster, it's not bad. It's not, like, it rattles you around in these hills, as shown right now, but I wouldn't say it's terribly rough. I mean, it's a little, like, kind of rough, but I wouldn't say it's bad. Shivering Timbers does fairly good, so yeah, I don't think that the, roughness is a huge problem on this ride. You know, it could use a little retracking to make smoother, but other than that, it is fine. Next up is the drop, and by drop, we do not mean how tall the drop is. The actual drop of how tall it is itself is 106 feet. We're going to talk about how good the drop is. This is how the actual drop feels when we're going down. I'm going to give it a 6. It could be a bit better. It could be a bit better for Shivering Timbers, but I think the drop itself is pretty good. I don't think it's that bad of a drop. It feels steeper, actually, in my opinion. You can feel a lot steeper with this ride. Next up is the intensity of Shivering Timbers, and how intense is this ride? And let me tell you, even though I haven't ridden it front row, I can tell you, if you aren't in the front row of this ride, you are going to get a pretty intense ride. This ride offers a lot of intensity, even though it doesn't have any outstanding, huge elements. It is a great, ride for intensity, so it gets a 7 out of 10 for this. Next up is the airtime, and let me tell you right now, the airtime is Shivering Timbers' strong point. Airtime is phenomenal on this ride. It is a 9. On the big hills, you get airtime. On those little hills, you get airtime. Sometimes on a helix, if you're on the right seat, you get airtime. This ride is all about the airtime, and that's what I love about this coaster. And the last thing I'm going to talk to you about today is the theming for this ride. What do they do with theming? And let me tell you right now, theming doesn't really matter in a coaster. Coasters doesn't really need to have good theming, because it's not really a good thing. But sometimes having really good theming is something great. And this one does not have any theming at all. It's a 1 for me, in my opinion. Theming does not do anything for me. I mean, you think that with Shivering Timbers, you might have to do something with lumberjacks or something, or you might learn something about wood. No, there's no theming. The closest thing you get to theming is the logo on the trains in the front of the ride before you get in line. This coaster has absolutely no theming whatsoever. Well, like I said, theming isn't really a big thing, but they have no theming for this ride. And now, the overall score for Shivering Timbers. What is the overall score? What do I think about this ride? This is not the average score. This is the overall score of what I think this ride is. And my overall score is an 8. This ride is pretty freaking good. It offers an amazing ride. Your like airtime is just great on this ride. You got pretty good coaster on your hands, Michigan Adventures. As a matter of fact, it's your only good coaster. I mean, really, all the other coasters at Michigan Adventures suck. And trust me, I've been there like 7 times. Considering it's my home park. And let me just say, riding Shivering Timbers is great. This ride kicks some butt. And I love it for it. If you've been on this coaster, you know what I'm talking about. I hope you agree with my score. Credit of the footage goes to Theme Park Review for this. And guys, this is the last video I'm probably making before school starts. Yep, school starts for me tomorrow, where I live. Starts tomorrow for me. So I just want to say real quickly, thank you guys for an incredible summer on this channel, reaching so many milestones on this channel, gaining so much attention. It's been incredible. Shout out to all the guys that just helped me over this summer. You guys are awesome, and I gotta be honest, when school starts, I'm gonna be making less videos, so yeah, that's good. But no guys, out of all seriousness, thanks for making this a great summer on my channel. And yeah, this is the review on Shivering Timbers, and this is Wrecker Jones signing out.